I know what y'all picked about the polls, but when the queen speaks, and that's all I'm gonna say, and that's all that matters to me.
So the reason why Sinners resonated with me so much is because it's something that you see every day, and no matter how hard you work, no matter how good of a person that you are, no matter how talented you are, sometimes that's not enough to get you places that you need to be. And that's why Sinners, I was crying right after, because I feel like anyone in the industry could really resonate with it.
Chloe Bailey just dropped a bomb that nobody saw coming. After years of playing the game, smiling for the cameras, and keeping her mouth shut, she finally spoke out. And what she revealed about Beyoncé's empire has the entire music industry shook. Because behind the glitz, the Grammy nominations, and the girl power anthems, there's a side of Parkwood Entertainment that nobody talks about. A side built on control, manipulation, and contracts designed to trap artists, not free them. Chloe's career was supposed to take off. She had the voice, the look, the cosign from one of the biggest stars on the planet. But instead of rising, she stalled. And now we know why. This isn't just about bad management or poor timing. This is about what happens when you refuse to sell your soul in an industry that demands it. Let's rewind to where it all began. When Chloe and Halle signed to Parkwood Entertainment, the world thought they hit the lottery. Beyoncé herself was backing them, mentoring them, opening doors that most artists would kill for. But the fine print told a different story. The deal was worth $1 million. Sounds good, right? Except that million was spread across 6 albums. Do the math. That's roughly $166,000 per album, split between 2 people. $83,000 each, $83,000 for Hollywood-level talent, for artists performing on global stages. For young Black women, Beyoncé claimed she was uplifting. Fans were furious when they found out, because this wasn't empowerment. This was exploitation dressed up in girl boss rhetoric. And it gets worse, because even with that lowball contract, Parkwood didn't promote them properly. Albums dropped with zero rollout strategy. Singles that should have charted went ignored. Meanwhile, Beyoncé's own projects got every resource, every connection, every push imaginable. The sisters were stuck in a golden cage, visible enough to maintain Beyoncé's mentor image, but restricted enough to never threaten her throne. Chloe and Halle aren't the only ones who got burned. Take Sophie Beam, a young singer Beyoncé signed with massive buzz. She was locked into a 2-year developmental deal. Trained, polished, primed for success, and then dropped. No album, no explanation, just silence or Ingrid Burley. She recorded an entire project under Parkwood, a full album ready to go. It never saw the light of day, shelved, forgotten, like she never existed. The pattern is undeniable. Artists come in with hope and leave with nothing but wasted years and legal chains around their necks. And when you look at who actually thrives under Parkwood, it's only Beyoncé. And Jay-Z, everyone else is collateral damage in a game where only the Carters win. Fans started connecting the dots. This wasn't poor management. This was deliberate, strategic, a system designed to keep everyone else beneath the queen. Right before Chloe's debut album dropped, she went to her fans for help. She asked them to vote. Should she release Surprise or For the Night as the lead single? The fans were clear. Overwhelmingly, they chose For the Night, but Chloe dropped Surprise anyway, and later she admitted why. Beyoncé made her do it. Beyoncé overruled the fans, overruled Chloe's instincts, and forced her hand. That moment confirmed what everyone suspected. Chloe had zero creative freedom. Every move, every decision, every note was controlled by someone else. Someone who claimed to be a mentor, but acted more like a puppeteer pulling strings from the shadows. And when that album underperformed, when the singles didn't hit, when the rollout felt disorganized and disconnected, Chloe took the blame. But the truth is, she was set up to fail. The machine wanted her just successful enough to validate Beyoncé's mentorship, but never successful enough to outshine the brand. Now let's talk about Halle. While Chloe's been fighting for scraps, struggling to get her music heard, Halle's been living in the spotlight. Lead role in a Disney blockbuster, red carpets, magazine covers, Grammy nominations, global press tours. She's everywhere, and fans started asking, how did that happen? How does one sister skyrocket while the other one, equally talented, gets buried? Here's where it gets dark. Insiders claim Halle made a choice Chloe wouldn't make. Rumor has it, Halle played ball. She followed the unspoken rules. She did what was asked of her, and in return, the machine gave her everything, even her relationship with DDG, allegedly staged. A PR play orchestrated by Parkwood to boost her visibility and reshape her image for mainstream appeal. They needed her relatable, accessible, human, and DDG's massive social media influence was the perfect vehicle. It worked. Halle became a household name overnight, but when DDG found out he was being used as a pawn in someone else's chess game, when he realized the relationship was never real, just another business transaction, he walked, the relationship ended, and the truth started leaking. Meanwhile, Chloe watched from the sidelines, knowing she could have had that same treatment, that same push, that same protection, but only if she was willing to compromise everything she stood for. Then came the moment that changed everything. Chloe went live, and she didn't hold back. She talked about Hollywood, about the darkness behind the curtain, about how impossible it is to succeed in this industry unless you're willing to sacrifice your morals, your soul, your sense of self. She didn't say Beyoncé's name. She didn't have to.
I know what y'all picked about the polls, But when the queen speaks, and that's all I'm gonna say, and that's all that matters to me.
The message was crystal clear. She referenced a movie about a singer torn between faith and fame, a woman forced to choose between staying true to herself or giving in to the system. The symbolism wasn't subtle. Fans knew exactly what she meant. Chloe refused to sell. And because of that, she's been punished, sabotaged, left to struggle while those who complied got the spotlight, the opportunities, the protection. Her voice cracked with emotion. You could hear the pain, the frustration, the weight of years spent watching her talent get wasted because she wouldn't bow down to forces she didn't believe in. And the internet exploded.
The reason why Sinners resonated with me so much is because it's something that you see every day, and no matter how hard you work, no matter how good of a person that you are, no matter how talented you are, sometimes that's not enough to get you places that you need to be. And that's why Sinners, I was crying right after, because I feel like anyone in the industry could really resonate with it.
Now, here's where things get even murkier. For years, Beyoncé and Jay-Z have been linked to whispers about elite circles, the Illuminati, secret societies, rituals for power and fame, sacrifices made in the shadows to secure their position at the top. Whether you believe it or not doesn't matter. The rumors persist, and they shape how people interpret Chloe's words. When she said she refused to sell her soul, fans immediately connected the dots. They saw it as a direct call-out, a warning, a confession that the industry operates on a level most people can't even imagine. And when you look at the divide between Chloe and Halle, it starts to make sense. Two sisters, same talent, same training, same opportunities, but completely different outcomes. One who allegedly played the game, and one who refused. Their decision to go solo might not have been about artistic growth or creative differences. It might have been about morality, about Chloe drawing a line in the sand and Halle crossing it. About two different answers to the same question. What are you willing to give up for fame? Halle's winning. There's no denying that Disney princess. Chart success, constant visibility, major roles, industry respect. She's protected, praised, and positioned for superstardom. But at what cost? Chloe's still fighting, still releasing music, still trying to break through the noise, but every step forward feels like 2 steps back. Every win is small, every loss is public. Despite her talent, despite her work ethic, despite giving everything she has, she can't get the machine to work for her, because the machine only works for those who submit, and fans can't ignore the imbalance anymore. It's too obvious, too deliberate, too calculated. Only artists who play along seem to rise. Those who resist, they get buried. Their projects get shelved. Their rollouts get sabotaged. Their potential gets wasted. It's not coincidence. It's not bad luck. It's a system, and Chloe just exposed it for the world to see. Chloe's revelations have peeled back the curtain on something much bigger than one label or one contract. This is about an entire machine built on compliance, hidden control, blocked opportunities, and the illusion of empowerment used to trap the very people it claims to uplift. Beyoncé built an empire, but empires are built on the backs of those who never see the throne, on artists who sign contracts they can't escape, on talent that gets exploited, not elevated. The black girl magic narrative starts to look different when you realize it only applies to one black girl. Everyone else gets breadcrumbs while being told they're eating at the table. Chloe's courage in speaking out has sparked a conversation the industry didn't want anyone to have, about what it really costs to make it, about who gets sacrificed so others can shine, about the price of fame when the currency is your soul. The tea is scalding, the truth is out, and fans are rethinking everything they thought they knew about Beyoncé, Parkwood, and the real price of fame. Two sisters, two paths. One chose fame, the other chose freedom, and in Hollywood, only one of those choices gets rewarded. Chloe refused to pay the price, and now the world knows why her career never took off the way it should have. Not because she wasn't good enough, but because she was too good to compromise. The empire is cracking, and Chloe just threw the first stone.